Uh, Hello everybody. I am the Free Guy, and welcome to something called The Letter. I saw this on Google Play, and I have I have streamed this game on Facebook. I really don't remember everything there is about it. So I decided let's go ahead and play it for YouTube. I haven't played this in a quite a bit. I played this last, I think this was back in 2019 November ish. I think. No, I don't think it was November. I think it was like in the middle of summer. I think. And I played this game on Facebook. I streamed it. Uh, I think I streamed it for about an hour or so. And we did the first part. But I'm not gonna go and try to find that stream on Facebook because that's probably buried under a lot of stuff, and I don't want to find that. No, no, thank you. So what I'm gonna do in this one, I'm gonna start a brand new game, and we're just gonna jump into it because I really don't remember what goes on in this. So we can definitely start new. So we're gonna hit new game. New game. What the fuck was that? I don't know if you guys can hear the game. Prologue. Oh, I'm gonna hit the play button. Oh, I have to read this. Okay. It was built for Lord William and Lady Elizabeth. I'm not gonna say that word of Luxburn something. I can't say nothing. Humble ambassadors of peace and beloved by their people. Both were well known for their compassion, generosity, never failing to extend a helping hand to anyone in need. Under their influence and wealth, what was once a small, sleepy village grown to a promiscuous. That's no, that's not promiscuous. Stupid. And bustling town? No, I can't say words, guys. I cannot say words. However, the seasons of joy eventually ended when the good nobles perished at the hands of a great plague. Oh. The rich's legacy henceforth passed on to their only child, Lady Charlotte. Oh, Lady Charlotte. Oh, I know a Charlotte. Charlotte Flair. The mansion has stood still since the 1620s, a witness to a very long history of joy and pain. After Lady Charlotte committed suicide, the great house was eventually uninhabited. And that's where it begins. Surrounding villages spoke of seeing and hearing unearthly things, of cries and howls that filled the night, and a mysterious woman roaming the howled halls aimlessly. People who dared enter its walls were simply never heard from again. Not every, even after 400 years, these stories remain much like the house itself. Whispers about the once great house, its legends, and its curse still falls upon the villagers' ears. In spite of this, The current owners are convinced that these stories are nothing more than a hoax. With a little regard for the truth, they had Blair Reality Corporation place the property back on the market. I know I'm adding words and changing things around, but that's the way I'm trying to word it because there are some words I cannot say. I just don't know why. I just can't. So I'm not going to say them. Like Pandora's box. The secrets that lie inside await to be discovered by brave souls. No matter what happens, take care not to be consumed by the curse. Good luck. Why are you telling me good luck, dude? Let's go. Oh, Isabel. I think there's voice acting in this. It's being a little slow. Hello? Hello? Give me a second, guys. Oh, okay, we're recording again. Okay, and this is where I'm gonna hit the play button. A familiar voice, Jitter's voice seems from the other end.
Oh, hey Rose. I'm at St. Goretti High. What's the matter? What do you mean, what's the matter? It's the mansion, silly. I'm here and you're late. Jeez, we're all shit together. You promised. Oh my god, please don't tell me you forgot. You were planning on leaving me to check this place out on my own, weren't you? You chickened out. Calm down. You know I take my promises seriously. I'd like to believe that. Hurry up.
Sorry.
This place is huge. A bit too quiet since no one's lived here since, like, forever, but beautiful nonetheless. Why are you so surprised? This isn't the first time you've been here. I know. I just wish
I
there
don't know
were
if you guys
more
heard
places
that.
like this. It really takes my breath away. Yeah, well, I wouldn't be so sure about that. Not after the rumors that say it's haunted. Jeez, never mind those rumors. Ghosts aren't real after all. And even if they are,
That's what
which
they
they
all say.
they can't do anything. They're nothing but spirits. You don't know that. They might be listening or watching right now, and they might not be happy with you enough to curse you. No offense, honey, but that's a bit of a stretch. Believe it or not, it's better to be careful.
True.
Right. You know, not every property we sell will end up with a dead body stuffed in a sofa. And I think that mansion is where we'll likely find another one. I can feel it.
Yeah, I'm with
It
her.
was one time, Isabella. Listen up. I just
I think
can't
I'm with
stop
Isabel in like being sketched about everything.
Fine, fine. Let me just finish up here. I'll be right there soon. Okay, see you. Bye.
Bye. She hangs up. Rose still charming as ever.
Who was that?
I look up from my phone to see Rebecca. Becca giving me a questioning look.
Oh, that? It's just Rose. The one we trained. You're working together again? Just for this property. We've been scoping out that big mansion down Ansem Village after the renovations. Today is sort of its grand opening to the public. The ERC wants to give it one last check before we let potential buyers tour this asset. Hold on. Is this the same mansion you've been telling everyone about? Did you keep saying how it just gave you the creeps?
Don't I fucking know that?
What's so funny? Nothing. It's just that I didn't expect you to say that. Coming from you, it sounds so out of character. I mean, no offense, but you've been freaking out ever since you got assigned to me. I honestly thought you'd back out. Not all the time. I could really use a huge amount of cash right now, and this is just the fastest way to get it. Plus,
Yeah, it's whatever you gotta do, you know.
sold
Like going into a spooky mansion.
a huge bonus. They never give bonuses like that. Getting that would make life so much easier.
There it is. Here, I'm just gonna hit the play button.
You're desperate, I'm desperate, it's perfect.
A sympathetic look crosses her face.
Just ask me. Or Ashton. We can always let you borrow, and you can pay us back whenever.
I'm not. Oh. In the years I've known her, I can already tell what to expect once she gives that expression.
I've noticed that you've been living off instant noodles these past 2 weeks.
Hey, don't diss the fucking instant noodles, cause I lived off instant noodles for 6 months. Wasn't that bad. Actually, no, it wasn't that bad. It was not that bad. I actually really genuinely love instant noodles. It's so good. Like, I love traditional ramen. Okay, I'm getting distracted. But I love traditional ramen. Like, that is one of my favorite Japanese foods. Sorry, I'm getting off track. Let's just continue. She crosses her arms and glances at the thought. Glances at the thought? What the fuck does that mean? Instantly, I'm reminded why Becca excels at teaching teenagers.
Stop eating junk. They're cheap, they're not good for you.
I'm gonna throw something at Becca. Like, instant noodles is the best.
You'll definitely end up in the hospital if you keep at it.
What the fuck does that mean? You're not my mom. Your relationship status has improved. You're not my mom. I press my lips together and roll my eyes at her. I'm not entirely sure how I should feel whenever she goes on her mother hen mood. She means well. I'm glad someone's looking out for me, especially with my family living on the other side of the globe. But Becca's bossy attitude can be such a pain at times. She's more overbearing than Mama, and that already says a lot.
You're not my mom. I didn't say I am. Nope, but you're acting like one. You don't need to boss me around all the time.
She gives me a complete unimpressed look. Immediately, I brace myself for another round of reprimands from her.
I'm not bossing you around. I'm just telling you to at least mind what you're eating.
Instant noodles is not bad, dude.
Remember what happened last year? You ended up bedridden for 2 weeks after eating something bad, and I ended up having to listen to you cry about how those bad foods
That
made
does
you
not
sick.
mean diss the fucking noodles.
Do you want that to happen again? No, Mom.
Only a loud frustration sigh comes from her while she pinches the bridge of her nose. God damn it, this fucking girl, I swear to God. Likely to help ease a headache starting to form. I bite my lip to keep myself from laughing out loud at the image she makes, expecting her to say more. But when at last she looks up she's simply carrying a resigned expression on her face.
Serious. Not my mom, Rebecca.
That's funny.
Maria Isabella Grace.
I shut my mouth after that. Although I know she's not really angry, I just don't want to push it, you know. No, I get it. Yeah, I don't want a fucking angry best friend saying, "Oh, you shouldn't be eating noodles because I'll kill you." An angry Becca isn't someone I'd like to cross paths with in my lifetime. I've seen it happen and it wasn't pretty.
Yeah, I'll stop.
I grumble, but she doesn't seem to care much, only giving me a small acknowledging nod. Good.
Look, if you need anything, tell me, and I'll help you any way I can. You don't have to do this alone. Thanks, Becca. I really appreciate it, but you don't need to keep babying me. You've been taking care of me since after I moved here. You have to take a break sometime. And before you ask again, no. You know I'm not a fan of borrowing money.
Yeah, I'm not either.
And I'm not going to ask you to give me what you earned hard for yourself. You're too proud. But suit yourself. The offer stays on the table, though.
Okay, fine. Give me $100 right now. You want me to ask for money? Give me $100 right now. Give me 100. I want 100 right now. Give it. Give it. You think I'm playing? You think I'm playing? I want $100 right now. I nod in response, if only to get her to drop the topic. But I'm pretty certain I will never take that offer. Ever. It has nothing to do with pride. I've simply seen plenty of times how friendships can take a turn for the worse just because of a few unpaid debts. Oh yeah, definitely. She's not wrong about that. There's a lot of stuff like that. I know that. I've been there. Been there, done that, never again. We may argue about a lot of small, petty things, but she already feels like a sister to me. I don't want to lose that friendship over something so trivial. Becca's movements when she takes a quick glance at something behind me snaps out of my thoughts.
Enough chit-chat. Lunch is ending, and my students will be back any minute. We can catch up later.
I'll roll.
Clients, you better treat us to lunch or something if you get that sale.
Yeah, no thank you. Not gonna buy you shit. Cause you talk shit about my fucking noodles. I'm crying because I'm doing that fucking accent. Goddamn. I'm crying, guys. I'm crying. I'm crying, and it's not even the fucking end of the first chapter yet. She's probably working on next week's lesson plan, or trying at least. Her eyes are distant and doesn't seem too attentive to whatever is on the page. As she heard my thoughts, Becca starts coughing heavily. Her hand hastily goes to her mouth and stifles the sound. Ah, this is precisely why I followed her here. For someone who makes it a habit of worrying about other people, Becca sure forgets how to take care of herself.
Sure you can manage on your own? I mean, you're still a bit feverish. Hush, dear. Don't you worry about me. I'll just drink some medicine and I'll be right as rain.
Right as rain? Is that what the UK people say? I just made an enemy. I just made so many UKans. UKans, yeah, that's what you guys are. You guys are UKans. You guys are not English people. You're not British. You're not Britons. No, you guys are UKers. I level her with a flat look. She has had a cold for a couple of days now. Something about the strange weather might not be agreeing with her lately. And despite my advice to take a week off and rest, I found her apartment empty when I dropped by this morning. She even left the medicine her doctor prescribed. Who Look who's being the stubborn one.
Working right now. Seriously, you big baby. I'll be fine. For now, just sit down. Sorry, I run now. Wait for you.
She's stupid. I don't like Becca.
I'll call you if I still feel bad. You can come pick me up if it makes you feel any better.
She offers me a reassuring smile, and I can only sigh. Why do I bother? There's no stopping her once she has decided on something. Defeated, I reach inside my bag to pull out the same bottle of medicine she left earlier. She looks at it wearily when I place it in front of her. Unfortunately for her, this is one thing I'm not letting her have her way.
Alright, but don't forget what the doctor said. Drink this on time. I'll see you later, okay?
There's a amused gleam in her eyes when she shifts them back to me.
Look who's playing the mother hen now.
Fuck you.
Rebecca! Okay. I won't tease anymore. I'll make sure to drink it, Mom.
Fucking goddamn. This woman, I swear to God, she's so stupid. Oh my God. I take that as a sign to finally end the conversation and my short visit. With a small wave, I leave her alone to her class and her thoughts. I hail a passing taxi to take me to the property as soon as I leave the school grounds. The mansion is some ways out in the countryside, but I don't have trouble giving the driver directions. Apparently, everyone in the city knows of it, including every bit of rumor surrounding the place. In fact, just the mention of its name is enough for the locals to give a cautious sidelong glances. I learned that the hard way the first time I computed there. Computed. There is not there, and it only boosted my belief that there's something more to this house. Even the news of it being re-renovated, being sorry, I cannot fucking read. I'm gonna redo this. Even the news of it being re-renovated and placed back up in the market has caused quite a stir. Thankfully, it didn't. It died down a few weeks later. The place would have became a lot harder to sell otherwise. I avert my eyes from the window once the buildings shrink in the distance. We get a glimpse of the countryside soon, although a quick glance at the watch tells me we're a few minutes away from our destination. Might as well get some work done. Rose did ask me to review the mansion's documents. I already looked at them over last night, but you never know when things may go wrong. Life has a way of messing things up like that. Halfway through reading the papers, my phone rings again. I pick it up without looking, tucking it between my ear and shoulder. It's probably just Rose again, anyways. That voice.
Hey, what's up?
If you're still cool later this evening.
You mean that thing with Zach?
Yeah. He even called in the middle of the night just to remind me.
No, don't worry. I didn't forget. I'll be there.
Cool. I'll see you later. What time do you get off?
Around 6 p.m.? I don't know. It's the first day of the Ermengarde Mansion's open house, and
Ermengarde,
we've
okay.
been setting up for potential
Ermengarde.
buyers. I'll be there the whole afternoon.
Ermengarde Mansion?
You know, the big Jacobean mansion at Ansel Village? I'm on my way there right now, actually.
On your own?
Yeah, well, Rose is already there, but yeah.
I see. Looks like the scaredy cat finally toughened up.
Shut up.
Ash chuckles and can't help but roll your eyes upon hearing it.
I'll see you later. Drop me a call when you're done. I'll see if I can pick you up.
Whatever. Bye.
Wait, did that say ashhole? Stupid ashhole. I like that. Always teasing me whenever he sees a chance. I'll show him who's tough. Okay. I admit the entire place doesn't look wonderful from the outside. Yet despite all of this, it does nothing to hide that something is just wrong. The surrounding wait, how long have I been recording? Okay, I might have to end soon. The surrounding area is usually silent, and only rustling of leaves can be heard as the occasional a breeze passes. While the village is just a few miles away, everybody keeps their distance on purpose, perhaps out of fear, the horror of falling under the mansion's curse. Somehow it makes me sad. The lack of intimate human presence just makes this place all more eerie than it has any right to be. If it's uncanny and in broad daylight, I can't imagine how this place looks at night.
Planning to go inside that place, Missy.
The voice nearly makes me jump out of my skin. Without completely taking my eyes away from the house, I give the driver a confused nod. A beat passes while I wait for him to say more, but his only answer is a non-committal hum. Beatedly, it occurs to me that he must have been waiting for my payment. I mentally slap myself for spacing out and promptly hand him the fare with an apologetic look. I expect him to leave as soon as I've paid, but there's a hesitant expression on him, as if something has been said yet.
Something wrong?
Look, Missy, I'm sure you've heard what the people are telling everyone about that place. Nobody likes to be disturbed when they're at peace, and I'm pretty sure whatever they say is in that house, you don't want to either. I know they did a good job fixing it up, but there must have been a reason why even distant relatives of the family who used to own the house never lived in there despite inheriting it. No wonder they wanted to get rid of it.
Maybe they just didn't like it?
You never know.
He drives off, but what he says has a forbidden feeling in my gut. I breathe out a heavy sigh as I approach the house. After hearing enough of the rumors, I should have expected the conversation to take that turn. But I'm already here. Backing out is completely out of the question. And right there is where I'm going to leave this off. This is going to be the first part of the letter. If you guys want me to do more, I will definitely play more. I'm really digging the story. Like, I love that there's voice acting. I'm really digging it. So I'm guessing in the next episode we're gonna be going into this house. So, if you guys wanna stick around and see that, leave a like, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, bye everybody, bye.